talk about the first thing, which is network marketing right for you? I think the most important thing is really setting expectations. And so instead of me saying, is it right or not for you? Because everybody's journey is different. I just want to be upfront. And so what I want to let you know about network marketing is it's work, okay? It is work and you need patience. There is no quick recipe. There is no quick formula. There is no secret. It is a process and it can take time. So sometimes I see people get into network marketing and they're in it 3 months and they'll be like, I'm not seeing the success that I need. And they zoom, they look at the next shiny ball and they're off to that, right? Or they hit some roadblocks and they say, it must not be right for me, and they quit. The bottom line, it doesn't happen overnight, okay? It just doesn't. If you will talk to anyone who's been in network marketing and who has had success, it took time. It may look like it happened overnight, but I will assure you that it absolutely did not. The real things that you need to figure out is, do you have patience? Are you looking for something that's going to yield you money quickly? If your answer is, yes, I have patience, stay with me. If your answer is, I am looking for something that's going to yield me money quickly, don't do it. Don't do it. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And you also have to understand that when you invest your money into network marketing, you're doing it for the long term. And when I say the long term, most people do not reach a high level of success in network marketing until their 3rd to 5th year. So be aware of that as you go on this journey. Many people love network marketing, and the reason that they love it is because of the lifestyle. There is no other type of an industry where you can build a lifestyle where you can work when you want to work, and you are rewarded with trips, with jewelry. The necklace I'm wearing was a piece that I earned for free. You notice that I say earned. I did not say that I got for free. Okay. You can have cars. It's just an unbelievable lifestyle. It truly, truly is. It's a lifestyle that, yeah, you kind of look at and you think, can that be possible for me? And it can be possible, but you've got to be realistic. And why I stress that you've got to be realistic is I often see so many people get in and within 3 months, they're ready to get out. 3 months. I have a question for you. If you started a brand new job and your boss told you that you had to have the company profits up in 3 months by whatever, an unbelievable number, you would be like, what? I mean, in 3 months, you're learning your product, you're feeling people out, you're getting to know your customer base. It takes time. And so I want to stress that to you, because if you are somebody that has realistic expectations and you understand that the amount of work that you put in is what you will get out, follow along with me. And I want to share with you how you can determine what company is best for you, because there are so many companies out there, right? So many. And they all offer different things. So how do you know you're picking the right company? I mean, take it from me. I was fortunate enough to find the right company. Then I went through some struggles and I ended up with companies that were not a fit. I learned why they weren't a fit. Really fascinating. I'm excited because I can share what I've learned. And it also brought me full circle back to now. I'm blessed to being with a company that I love again. And that's right. The ping. The ping. Yeah, you heard me. It's that ping. It's that thing. It's that thing in your heart. So that's the first thing I want you to pay attention to. And I want to go a little further into this because I think a ping can be forced. I have forced the ping, okay? I have forced the ping. So here's what I'm talking about. You know, when I hit upon the first company that I was madly in love with, okay, there was something deep inside of me that got excited. There was a rush. Like I was like, oh my God, I couldn't wait. Like my heart was going, right? I was nervous. I was scared, but I was excited. Now, when I said to you that I forced the ping, here's what I mean happens with that. So I was looking for another home. The company that I had loved was no longer. So I found a company and I loved their products. I thought it was a great company. They were run really well. They had good systems in place. They were known, and I loved the product. I loved the product. See, I loved the product. But that little ping, that little excitement, that little, oh, it wasn't there. If I am honest and if I look back, I wanted to fit into a place so badly that I made the mistake of saying, well, I love the product. Now, it is so important that you love the product that you're representing, but that is not the only thing that you can have in order to succeed. I do believe you have to love your product. I do believe you have to use your product. I do believe with all of my heart that that is a big part of it. So it is that little, I call it the ping, because you can love a product, but your heart has to race, okay? Like your heart has to race. There has to be something that excites you a little bit beyond the love of the product. Consumables, 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 consumables. I have to scream consumables. Here's what I'm going to say about that. Can you be with a company that doesn't have consumables? That's your choice. What I'm going to tell you is consumables is a huge part of success. You know, I was going, well, not going, I did actually get involved with a company that did not have consumables, okay? There were no consumables in their product line. Really cool product, no consumables. And a very good friend said, look, there's no consumables. That's a red flag. And at that point in time, you know, listen, lessons are not learned unless I learn them hard, okay? Like, unfortunately, I learn when I get knocked over the head. And so I moved forward, and guess what? That person was right. That person was right. And it's interesting because of that experience that I had, I saw clear as day what she was talking about. And here's the thing. The reason that consumables are so important is because that is your second avenue of residual income. Your first avenue is your team. Your second avenue is your residual income from the customers that will reorder. So you're providing something that has a need, right? So your product fulfills a solution, right, to something that someone has. And they use the product. And what's a beautiful thing about consumables is that when they are finished that product, they need it again, okay? So they're going to come back to you because they like the product, they've used the product works, and now they're coming back to you. And so what ends up happening is over time, remember patience, over time, you now have a customer base where they start to reorder what they have purchased, and that starts to build onto your customer base. If you do not have consumables in your product line, okay, you will always be searching for new customers. When you're looking for the right company for you, take a look at the price points. Take a look at the price points that the company's products are at. What I want you to look at, right, is try to look for a company that gives you the ability to have some low price points in there. It's really important because if somebody wants to try your product and what you have to offer is all on the higher end, on the price point end, right? It's going to be difficult. Somebody who wants to try something new is more willing to try something new if the cost to them is $3, $6, anything under $20, okay? So you want to look to see how many products fall underneath the $20 mark. The more products that you have under the $20 mark, the easier it's going to be in introducing that to the outside market. I've been involved in companies where the price points have been very, very high, and it was a challenge to bring that to the public. The reason being, too, by the way, is it's not that somebody doesn't love the product or see the value in a product that's at a higher price point. It's just that people have priorities of where they're spending their money nowadays. Everybody has different places where we need to be putting our money. And so if you're looking at something that costs $120 or $150, for argument's sake, you're going to think twice because that money could be going to another avenue where you need it to go, more. But if you've got a product that's $3, if you've got a product that's $6, if you've got a product that's $10, it doesn't infringe on somebody's priorities of where they need money to go. So take a look at the price points of the company that you're going to represent. Is the company that you're looking at a niche market? So what do I mean when I say niche market? I am talking about, is there something that makes your company stand out? Is there something that sets it apart? Is there something different, something unique, something about it, right, that will make people go, that's different? If the company that you're looking at has that, add that in your check column. Add that as a plus. Because once again, if you have something that gives you an edge, that makes you stand out, that is different than what is the noise around you, that will draw people to you. And that will make it a lot easier to be able to talk about something because people are interested in things that are unusual, things that are different, and things that are new. So take a look and see, does your company have something that makes it stand out, makes it unique, makes it different? Take a look at that. Let's talk about the ground floor opportunity. Now, there's definitely some pluses to a ground floor opportunity, and there's definitely some cautions here. And I'm going to share both because a lot of times you will say, get in, it's a ground floor opportunity, and all this hype about ground floor opportunity. So I want to put some truth on here because I have been with a ground floor company that was a huge mistake. And I have been with a ground floor company where I'm extremely excited. To get into a ground floor company, okay, there's a couple of things that you really need to understand, okay, in order to make the right decision. Because here's the thing, the reason that people get excited about a ground floor opportunity is if you do your research and you get in on a company that is a good ground floor, and I'm going to go there in a minute, you have the opportunity to grow with the company. You have the opportunity to make a difference. You have an opportunity for your voice to be heard. You have an opportunity to get to know the owners, the CEO, the people that are building this business. You get the opportunity to be a key player in something that might be major. And if this ground floor opportunity in 3 to 5 years takes off on a momentum and starts a huge growth pattern, because you were in the beginning, because you helped move it along, because you stayed with it, you do get paid back. You do, okay? And so it does catapult you. So when you hear people say, oh, get in it now because being in the right place at the right time, there is some truth to that. Now, with that being said, let me also share that there are some caveats. You need to be extremely careful when you get into a ground floor company, because in order for that dream to happen, that possibility to happen of where you are benefiting from being in at the ground floor, that company needs to have two things. They must be well-funded, I cannot repeat that enough. And they must be well-run. Now, I stress this because, yes, I made a mistake and I went with a ground floor company, and I went because I heard ground floor and that's all I heard. That's all I heard, right? And I went to that side, not realizing that if you are not well-funded, you can't move the business forward because it takes money to make money. Heard that saying? It's true. It takes money to make money, and if you do not have the money backing you, you cannot move the business forward. The next thing that is so important is who's running that business. Who's running it? What are their morals? What are their values? What are their work ethic? What is it? If it's not aligned to yours, don't go near it. So you need to find a company that's in alignment to your culture, your beliefs, how you work, how you operate. That's so important. And you can find that out by asking questions and doing some research on some people that are involved. And you want to make sure that it's well funded. Now, the reason that I stress that is, let's face facts. In order to go into a ground floor opportunity, you need to be somewhat of a risk taker. If you're a person who needs, well, I was going to say if you're a person who needs stability, then, you might not be the right person for direct sales or network marketing, because it's a roller coaster. The benefits of having this life of freedom and having this life of perks is that the stability, it's not even keel. But with that being said, when you mention a ground floor opportunity, the reason that I say you must be a risk taker, it's because, look, here's how it goes. In your first 1 to 2 years of being a ground floor opportunity, those are your years of when you are putting yourself onto the road to grow, okay? So it's in those 2 years that people make it or don't make it. So that's why I'm saying well-funded, well-run, you're ahead of the game. If you don't have those things, if you can't find out that information, if you're not sure, be careful. Because a ground floor is not an opportunity if you don't have the right people running it and if they're not well-funded. It takes 2 years to get you onto just the playing field. From about the 2-year mark to the 5-year mark, okay, you're having momentum. From like the 5-year to the 7-year, that's usually your biggest growth factor. And in the 5 to the 7 years is when those people who are back in the beginning really see payoff. And then from your 7 to your 15 years and above, your company, right, is where you get your big companies. I share that because I see all the time posts, ground floor opportunity, jump in, free, get in now. And I just sit there and go, oh boy, because not only are you investing your money into purchasing a starter kit, and even if you're going to get in free because they're offering that, nothing's free, it's your time, it's your energy. It is your time, and your energy is so valuable. So it's so important to find the right vehicle, because it's more than that money. It's your time and it's your energy, and it's building yourself as a person, and it's everything that you give to it that's so important. So I personally love a ground floor opportunity, but I am a risk taker. I understand what's involved, and it is something that excites me. And if you're fortunate enough to find a ground floor opportunity where they are well funded and really great people are running it, I think that is a plus. And for those, let's go to not a ground floor opportunity, okay? So the perk to being with a company that's already established, that's already in its 7 to 15 year mark, they're not going anywhere, okay? But then the question starts to come up. How many people are in that company and how does that affect you? I love seeing where Simple Man started out, where it's come to, and I am just so excited to see where it is heading. In just one short year, it has gone from a family affair where everyone pitched in, even the kids in the family, to finding space for the warehouse. This is our beautiful office and warehouse space in South Dakota. How awesome is that? I also mentioned how important it is to find the right people with the right company. Everything trickles from the top, so it really does depend on who is at the helm of the company that you are choosing. This is Justin and Sean, and one of the biggest things that I love about them is that they were best buds as babies. They've been childhood friends forever, and they are now business partners. I just love the loyalty that they have towards each other and that they work together as family. The culture that they bring to this company is one that I admire and respect. And this is our incredible home team. Justin and Sean have created amazing products. However, they needed someone that knew what they were doing to bring these products to the market space. They met up with their longtime friend, Betsy DeWitt, whose background included having success in helping a startup succeed in the direct sales industry. Betsy just loved what Sean and Justin were doing and decided to join them in the Simple Man journey. She then introduced the team to Jacqueline Clark. Jacqueline Clark, and we call her JC, is nothing short than spectacular. She is brilliant, hardworking, and dedicated to the consultants at Simple Man. One of the things that I find remarkable is Betsy DeWitt and Jacqueline Clark have spent many years in the field as consultants. And the reason that this is so key is that everything that they do with Simple Man, they look through it through the eyes of a consultant and not just through the eyes of a company. I hate to use the word saturation, but I really don't know another word. So I have to just kind of use that because I kind of feel like it's appropriate to some extent. And when I say saturation, I know that some people are like, oh, we're not saturated. And I'm talking to a company that's been in existence for, many, many, many years. And they're a very, very successful company, right? And can a new person get involved with a company that has been around for so long and has already grown and still has room to grow? Yes, you can. You can do well. But there is a different opportunity available to you when you get in before it gets saturated. And so, again, it's a real fine line because those companies that are really big, I always hear people saying, but Robin, we're not saturated. We're moving into different countries. We're not. I get it. I understand what you're saying, but let me give you my definition of saturation, okay? I'm just trying to be as frank as I can be with the experience that I have. My definition of saturation means that when I am contacting people, they're telling me, sorry, my sister's best friend sells that. Sorry, my neighbor sells that. Sorry, my daughter's, my daughter sells that. My cousin sells that. My neighbor sells that. Listen, it happens. And I was involved in a company that I loved the product so much, and I had such a very difficult time with parties because I heard that all the time. I heard, yes, I love their products, and I have a sister, I have a friend, I have a. And you can't blame them. They know someone and have a relationship with somebody because that company's been around and that company is successful. And so can you be successful in a company that already has a large market share? I mean, of course you can, because you can be successful in something that you put your time and your energy and you don't quit at. But, it is going to be harder. And you are going to get knocked down more. And you are going to have to stay stronger. And it is going to take more out of you. So that's it. I mean, that is what it boils down to. So when you're looking at a company, I want you to think about, is it going to be hard for me to get into vendor events? When I go to get into a vendor event, will I be competing against all of the other people in the industry that want to get into this event too? What are my chances? Am I going to come across a lot of people that already know people that are doing this? And look, every company eventually wants to get at that point, right? Where they are, where everybody knows their name. That's what everyone achieves to. But you, as someone getting into network marketing, you want to try, if you can, to get in before that whole explosion, because then you benefit from it, okay? And yes, those companies will always grow, and they're growing into other markets, and those are benefits for those consultants. So I am not saying that you cannot be successful if you're with a company that, has a lot of consultants already. But all I'm saying is there is a huge advantage to getting in before there are a lot of consultants everywhere, before it becomes a household name. And so one of the things that you want to look at, and you make the decision, right, is how does that affect you? How is that going to play into what you're doing? And just use that as a check mark onto what you are looking for in a company. You should make sure that any company that you're about to get involved in has a fast start bonus, a fast start program, quick start, whatever they want to call it. Bottom line, what it means is in the first 30 days, in the first 60 days, in the first 90 days, whatever their rules are, you can get a $100 bonus back. Okay, you can get some kind of a bonus back. And the reason that is important, okay, is because if you're going to be investing your money, now you've got a goal to get the majority of your money back. And so if for any other thing that I could tell you with getting involved with network marketing is at least promise yourself that for the first whatever amount of time that company has for you to get a fast start, bonus, quick start, whatever they call it, bonus, go for that. Get it. Get your money so that now you're starting your business in the profit zone. So it's not a deal breaker, but it is definitely something that I look for, because I want to know that if I hit the ground running, do I get a reward? Know your compensation plan. Know it. Here's the thing. There are 3 types of compensation plans. There's linear, there's binary, and there's matrix. Linear is the majority of the companies out there. And the bottom line with linear, you get paid for working hard. You get paid for your results. It's linear. You're building linear. Now, some companies allow you to position people, which if you're in a linear company and they allow that, that's a bonus. But linear, you get directly paid for the hard work you put in. That's the bottom line with linear. I like linear. Binary means 2, right? So the easiest way to explain binary is you've got 2 legs. You recruit 2 people. And then what happens is, okay, so linear means you can recruit as many legs as you want across. So you can keep recruiting across, okay? And then you can help people build down if you want, but you're building across. You're bringing people onto the team that way. Binary is 2 people, 2 legs. Binary usually has a 50-50 rule, or they have a 1/3, 2/3 rule. So what that means is They pay you on your weaker leg. So you've got two people, and anyone else that you bring into the company, you place them underneath those two people, okay? And you get paid on your weaker leg. So what generally ends up happening is people work their weaker leg. In order to make significant money, you must be on the power leg, the stronger leg. I want you to research it. I want you to understand it. The 50-50 rule is just that. 50% has to be on each of the legs. The 1/3, 2/3 rule means 1/3 can be on one leg and no more than 2/3 can be on another leg. But research is binary. Matrix basically is a matrix, and they have different ones. Like they'll have a 3x5 matrix, they'll have a 5x7 matrix, and what it generally means, if you have a 3x5 matrix, it means that you can build 3 across and only 3 across. And if it's a 3x5, you can only build 5 down. If it's a 5x7 matrix, you can build 5 across and 7 down. And what I want you to be careful about with matrices is if you get involved in a matrix, make sure they have compression, because if not, and if somebody leaves and they have not built a team, it leaves a hole in the matrix that can never be filled. So, know your compensation plan. And when I say know your compensation plan, I am not just talking about how much of a percentage you make or, what percentage you make on people under you. I'm not talking about that. Really what I'm talking about is how do you earn money? Because sometimes with like a binary, if that 1/3, 2/3 rule does not match, you do not level your bonus and get paid. So dig in, research, understand, ask questions. Linear to me, I am someone that likes to work hard and play harder. That's why linear resonates more with me, because I would rather just know that I do X, Y, and Z, and I get paid for X, Y, and Z, okay? Asking questions is your best friend. Dig, find out. Don't settle. Make sure you understand. It's important. It's your compensation plan. It's how you get paid. Make sure you can live with it. Simple Man has a linear compensation plan, and it really is quite simple. We get 25% commissionable volume up to 50%. So basically, when someone goes to your website and places an order, you are getting 25% of CV. When you decide to carry inventory and when you decide to sell at an event or when you decide to sell product when you have it on hand, we have many options where you can purchase cash and carry. Our cash and carry program gives you a 50% markup. Also, you are paid 7 levels deep, starting at 10%. We also have a presidential Paysetters program, which entitles you to additional bonuses and the ability to earn profit sharing. Yes, I did say profit sharing. One of the reasons that a lot of people have a hard time in succeeding in network marketing is because of what I call telephone. You've all heard of telephone, right? It's where someone tells you something and then that person tells someone and they tell someone and so on and so on. And eventually what happens is the original information that was told, it gets so diluted that it isn't even translated the right way anymore. Well, that is what can happen in network marketing. You've got one person who has a lot of knowledge, and so they share that knowledge, and then that knowledge gets shared, and so on, and so on, and so on, right? And so the person who is hearing it, who is furthest away from the original source, is not getting all of the information. And so many times they can work at a disadvantage and makes it a little bit more difficult in getting started. So the only way for this not to happen is to have a system. And you need to have a system in place that you can plug everybody into. It needs to be duplicatable and it needs to be easy. Well, we have just that. So when you come aboard with Simple Man, we will be plugging you into a system that our team uses that is easy and duplicatable. So there's no need for you to worry about what do I need to know? What do I need to do next? Another aspect, okay, of a company that you're looking at that you need to be aware of is what is their philosophy for you to succeed? Some companies are party plan companies, and you need to do parties in order to have success. And in some of those companies, it's mandatory because that's the end user has to see, use the product right then and there. And what I mean by that is there are some, like let's go to the wine companies, right? You need to be able to taste the wine. There's no other way around it. And so the advantage that those types of companies have are that people are going to want to do parties because they're activity driven. And so when you've got a company that is activity driven, booking parties is a lot easier, right? Because people have a reason to get their friends together. With that being said, if you are looking at a company that is a party plan company that is driven by parties, you need to understand what it takes to do parties, the amount of time that it takes, what it takes in the preparation, what it takes when you get home, and what it takes out of you when you're there. So, I am sorry I'm going to say this, but there is no 1 hour party. There's not, okay? There is not. No. I don't believe it. Nothing takes 1 hour. Usually, if you're giving your all to a party, that party takes longer. You're there for several hours, and you're also prepping beforehand and prepping after. So I want you aware of what it takes to do parties. Now, some companies do not have parties in place. They don't have a host program. They're about social selling. And that is a product that people are aware of, they're familiar with. They don't necessarily have to experience it to want it. For instance, I could say a eye cream, oh my gosh, I'm getting wrinkles, I need an eye cream, right? I just have to know that it's a good company, right, in order to want that. I don't necessarily have to have you bring it to my house, right? Because what is me putting it on and trying it once going to really do, right? So there are some real viable companies that are driven by social selling. And that you have to figure out where you're most comfortable. Are you most comfortable going out and doing parties? Or are you more comfortable going out doing social selling and some events and things like that? That is important because each company is structured very, very differently. And so if you're somebody who does not want to do parties at all, and you're about to join a company where the success is based on doing parties, you need to check yourself, okay? And if you're somebody that thrives on that, great, then that's a fit. There are companies out there that is a little bit of a mix. There are companies out there that are purely social selling. There are companies that are out there that are mostly party plan. Know the difference. Understand what you're looking for, what's going to be right for you, and find the fit. So watch what your needs are and make sure they align with what the company's needs are. That's how you'll find a win-win.
So let's recap. Simple Man is business simplicity. There is no mandatory auto ship. We do have the option, but it is absolutely not mandatory. Someone does not have to do an auto ship to be a part of the company. There is no inventory to keep. Again, that is a choice. So we do have inventory available, and we have options where if you choose to purchase cash and carry, you make a higher profit. However, if you would like to sell online and send people to your website, that is completely acceptable. There are no home parties. We are not set up for home parties. We do not have a host program. But should you want to do home parties, you can be creative and absolutely do them. But we are a social selling based company. Now, there are several avenues for residual income, which are great. Should you choose, you may build a team, and that gives you a residual income. The second residual income is repeat customers. Again, with consumable products, it is a natural repeat business, and you will be making residual income as that grows. We are a niche market. The male grooming industry It surpassed $21 billion of sales in 2016 alone, and it is just a growing trend. I mean, just take a look at the people with beards. They seem to be growing daily. Right now, there is no saturation with Simple Man due to the fact that it is a ground floor opportunity in an untapped market. The other thing that is really cool is our subscription boxes. We call it Simple Ship, and it's convenience. And the thing is, convenience is king. I mean, subscription boxes are on the rise. Everywhere you look, there's a subscription box. And why? Because they are super fun to get, and they are convenient. We also have the option where you can sell to barbershops, salons, small boutiques, spas, tattoo parlors. The list goes on. And I am proud that our products are paraben-free. They are made with essential oils and are Leaping Bunny certified. This means they're cruelty-free. So not only do we not test on animals, but anything that we use in conjunction with our products, such as the tops that go on our bottles, those companies cannot test on animals. So, who are our customers? Why, men, of course, right? There are more than 160 million men in the United States. But here's the cool thing. Women love our products too. I mean, I use all the products. Why not? They're fantastic. And here's the really cool thing. Women, they're the ones that are buying for the men in their life. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Great, great book. I highly, highly recommend it. And in that book, they say that there are 5 key things to look for to know if you've got a company that's a winner. Find a product that everyone wants. Find a product that everyone needs. Find a product that is priced for profit, yet it's priced to be sold. And find a product that needs to be replaced over and over again. So the 5 key things to look for are the 5 key things that we have at Simple Man. Find a product that everyone wants. Well, the grooming and beauty industry is a $21 billion industry, and it just keeps growing. Find a product that everyone needs. Well, everyone bathes and showers. We've got that covered. Find a product that is priced for profit, and yet the next one says it's priced to be sold. Now that's a hard one, but check it out. We've done it. We get paid after operating expenses, so you don't run the risk of going out of business. And that allows us to keep our prices low, which that is why we're priced to be sold. And with the majority of our line under $15, our price points are inviting and not intimidating. And the last one needs to be replaced over and over again. Yup, that's what we have, consumables. Again, in the book Think and Grow Rich, there was a really cool concept that they were talking about. And what they were discussing is talent more important? Is skill more important? Or is education more important in your success? And the one thing that they came to that would trump talent, and it trumps skill, and it trumps education, is timing. I find that fascinating. So timing can be so key and so critical to your success. And sometimes timing can be just the key that you need. And here's the super cool thing. Right now, with a ground floor opportunity, timing is on your side. And for a limited time, we have opened up the opportunity to earn profit sharing. We have a very simple system with Simple Man. You get in where you fit in. You have 2 choices when you enroll. You can either enroll as a VIP customer or as an active IBO. A VIP customer is someone that is not necessarily looking to make money, right? They're not looking for a business, but they do love our product and they want a discount for themselves and their family and friends. An active IBO, that is someone that does want to make money. They are looking for a business. It could be a part-time business or it could be a full-time business, but the key is they do want to make money. With an active IBO, we suggest that you have $60 in retail volume per month. This can either be items that you use for yourself, that you purchase for your own use, items that you might purchase as gifts, or it's just a great way for you to slowly build your inventory so that you can sell on the spot. To get started as a VIP customer, you can start for as little as $34.95. This gets you your wholesale prices for a year, and it also gets you your replicated website for a year. So if you do want to refer people over to it, you will be making a commission. There are no other monthly fees, and there is no inventory requirement, and there is no monthly minimums required in order to stay a member and keep your discount. Now, to get started as an active IBO, it's the same thing. You enroll for $34.95, and this gets you your commissions. It also gets you your replicated website. And at this point, you are able to choose a kit option. In the next few slides, I'm going to go over all of the kit options that are available to you. You can choose one kit, or you can choose as many kits as you would like. Kit options are only available at the time of enrollment. Our Freedom Enrollment Kit is $99. You receive 22 samples. You get 2 of our travel size shampoo, conditioner, and body washes, 1 in lavender, 1 in tea tree. You get 2 full-size body balms, which are our lotions, 1 in lavender, 1 in tea tree. You get our Alibi body oil. You get a body brush set that gives you a large brush and a small brush. You get 100 Blitz cards, which you can give out to people, and your compensation plan. Our next kit is our Ultimate Freedom Enrollment Kit, and this is definitely the most popular. This one is $199, and you get 22 samples. You get 2 of our travel sets of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, 1 in lavender, 1 in tea tree. You get 2 full-size body balms, 1 in lavender, 1 in tea tree. 2 of our organic bar of soaps, 1 in lavender, 1 in tea tree. 1 beard balm, 1 beard oil, 1 Alibi body oil, 2 bamboo toothbrushes, and 1 fluoride-free toothpaste. You get 2 body brush sets. This gives you 4 body brushes. You get 2 large and 2 small. 100 Blitz cards to send out for promotions or to hand out. A compensation plan. You also get 2 travel bags. These are great to hold and carry your products. It's great to have products on the go, and I love using the bag for this. You get our hair styling aids. So our forming cream is for a lighter to a medium hold, and our matte styling clay is for a heavier hold. You get our aloe vera shave gel. You also get our razor handle and our 4-pack of cartridges. This is a great kit with a wide variety of our products to try. Our Beardsmith kits are awesome for those that want to concentrate on the beard market, and we do have 2 kits to choose from. The first is our Freedom Kit at $99. You receive 4 beard brush and comb sets. These are beautiful. You get 2 beard oils and 2 beard balms. Our next kit is our Beardsmith Ultimate Freedom Kit at $199. This is a great kit with 8 beard brush and comb sets. You get 6 beard oils and 6 beard balms. The kits are a great way for you to try our products, and one of the best ways to learn about our products is to use our products. It is also a wonderful way for you to start to build your inventory. While all of our kits give you a great start into building your inventory, another option that we have is once you're enrolled as an IBO, independent business owner, you may go into our cash and carry options. The cash and carry options are a great way for a store or a salon to carry inventory, but it is also a great way for you to build your inventory, especially if you are going to be doing events. Many times at events, people do want to purchase cash and carry items, and so this is a way for us to be able to provide that for you. And there are many different options to choose from, all of them at a 50% or higher profit margin. So you think this is for you? Fill out the application by clicking the link that was provided for you, and someone will be in touch with you shortly. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.